I feel like I left a lot of the story out. What's going on, world? Hope everyone is well. Today, I wanted to drop in with a quick story time. I know everyone always talks about all the beautiful things in real estate, all the $10 million deals that you can possibly close. And trust me, that's why you get into business, to do things like that, right? But they forget to talk about the dark side of real estate, particularly how dirty certain people can be. I want to tell you a quick story about how a guy stole $10,000 from me during a deal. But I do want to preface the story by saying it's partially my fault. I did something I shouldn't have done. I messed myself up, shot myself in the foot, but hopefully you can learn a lesson from it. Use this as a learning curve to not make the same mistakes I did. Anyways, straight to the story. Friend of mine calls me one day like, hey bro, I have this other wholesaler who keeps sending me deals, but they are in your area. I can't do anything with them. I'm thinking maybe you two can link together and make something happen. I'm like, cool, set it up, man. So he sets up a three-way call. We all jump on the phone. We're talking. I'm liking the vibes, man. Come to find out, this guy is actually from my hometown, and he actually graduated from the same high school I did. So of course, man, the vibes are there. I feel there's a connection, man. Definitely feeling like, yes, we can do business. So few days go by, man, and I hit him up like, hey man, do you have any deals available? He was like, not in your area, but I do have a deal out here in Gastonia. I'm like, well, I really don't have any buyers there, but send it over anyways. Let me see what I can do. He sends the properties over. It's like 5 rentals and 3 vacant lots. I actually sent it to one of my buyers here in my area, and surprisingly, he wants the deal. I'm like, what? Yes, this is a miracle. High five to me. So I called the guy and said, look, man, my guy's interested. What can we do? He said, man, tell him go take a look at the property. I can send you all the financials, like what the rent looked like and stuff like that. And let's see if we can work it out. My guy drives out there, meets with the wholesaler. They take a look at the properties. Everything's looking good. My guy's really interested. Takes a look at the financials. That makes sense to him as well. He's like, all right, cool, man. Definitely, let's move forward. So we have to send the contract out to my guy. We get the contract over to him. And it takes him a day or two to sign. The other wholesaler blowing me up like crazy. Bro, what's up with your man? You gonna sign the contract? What's going on? I need something. Hey. Claiming that he had another guy who was interested where he can make, I think, another $15,000. In my head, that should have been the first red flag. Okay, you got another guy who's interested, which that does happen. And you claiming you can make $15,000 more, which that does happen, but you're still willing to JV a deal with me knowing that we're about to split the money and my offer is less? Okay, whatever, sounds good. So we kept moving forward. My guy finally sent over the contract. Next, he was slow with sending over the earnest money. So of course, they got blowing me up again. Where's your earnest money? Where's your earnest money? I need it. So I'm calling my guy, man, can you please send this money so this dude will leave me the hell alone? So my guy says, all right, cool, man. I send over the earnest money. Earnest money's in place. The attorney has the contracts. Everything's looking good. And then it dawns on me. You don't have a JV contract in place. Your name isn't anywhere over this deal. But I know my buyer, worked with him for years. I don't have any issues with him. I know I'm good with him. I don't know this wholesaler too well, but he was sent by a good friend of mine. Plus, we went to the same high school. He's like my brother, right? So everything gotta be good. I actually jumped on the phone with him and said to him, bro, do I need to send this JV over? I wasn't in a position where I could send it at that moment, but I was gonna get it to him. I'm like, do I need to send this? He was like, hey man, you can if you want to, it's no problem with me. Go ahead and send it, man, we'll get everything official. We were closing in a few days, so I really wasn't pressed for it. I was like, you know what, man? Whatever, man. We'll just close this deal. I talked to my buyer. He was like, oh, bro, you know, I'm taking care of you. We good. I'm definitely going to send you the money. So as long as I pay for the deal, there shouldn't be any problems, right? I even sent letters to the attorney telling him, hey, this is who I am. This is my position in the deal. Just want myself to be known. Here's my introduction. And he was cool with it. Everything was looking good. So there were a few delays in the whole process. The only reason, I'm leaving out a lot of details, man, and I can't believe it, but I mean, the story would be like 3 hours if I told everything. But the main reason my guy was interested in the deal was because there was another set of like 11 properties that the same owner had. And he said he would do an owner financing deal with us if we go ahead and close on these first. So we were pushing. We were closing faster than ever. We were doing a lot of things that we normally do not do. like not having a JV contract in place. Even my buyer was breaking some of his own rules just so we can get this deal done, because the other 11 properties were that sweet and the owner financing just made so much sense. It was like going to be a cash cow for him. So he's like, all right, let's get it done. Plus he had the 3 lots that he could build on. It's in the up and coming area. Like, it made sense. It was a killer deal for him. So he's like, look, all right, let's push forward. Used attorney that we never used before. The attorney ended up doing some crazy, shady stuff as well, but that's a whole different story. I can't get down to all the details because anyways, so the guy, where was I at? Yeah, we sent in the contract, sent in the earnest money. Closing day finally came. We closed on the deal. Boom. So I'm hitting the wholesaler up like, hey, yo, bro, like, we closed, man. My guy's happy. He got these properties. You're happy because I know you got a check. I'm ready to be happy. Where my money at? He's like, yo, I got you, bro. You know, now, mind you, I have like several texts from this dude saying, yo, I got you. I'm sending you this money. I'm sending you this money. Can't wait till it close. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. I done taught this dude how to print letters from home and all this other stuff. So, you know, I feel like, you know, we built a connection over the past week or two that we waited for this deal to close. Everything is looking good, right? So he says, yo, let me go pick up the check. A few hours pass. He was like, yo, man, they said I gotta wait until the morning. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Morning comes. He has another excuse of what's going on with the check. Oh, they're supposed to wire it into my account instead of giving a check now. I'll have it in a few hours. Man, to skip a lot of the bull crap and get straight to the stuff, it took this dude forever. And I mean, at least like 2 weeks before I got any resemblance of type of money from him. Now, this was supposed to be a $20,000 deal. He got 10, I got 10. He finally sent me some money. Now, when I say some money, I mean literally some, as in a couple of $100s, because he claimed this is all I could get out through my Apple Pay at the moment. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Now, mind you, for the past couple of weeks, this dude has had every excuse in the world. I know I fast forwarded pretty fast. You're like, bro, how the hell did you go from like getting the check to 2 weeks later? Now, this dude had a million excuses. First, they didn't wire him the money. Then they didn't have the check. Then when he finally got the check, there was an issue at his bank of why he couldn't cash it. And then when he was able to cash it, there was an issue of why he couldn't send the money. So he tried to send it through PayPal. PayPal put a hold on the money. Like, I was getting notifications like, hey, you have $7,000 sent by such and such. You have $3,000. I'm like, I bet. I try to go withdraw. You couldn't withdraw the money. What you mean? It's on hold. How's the money on hold? PayPal should be instant. Oh, it's the way I sent the money. I have to do it this certain way because I'm talking about the way my account is set up. Who are you, Kevin Hart, all of a sudden? It just didn't make sense, man. But he kept giving me excuse after excuse. But like I said, I keep getting notifications saying that the money's here, but it's not there. And I just got to the point where I'm like, bro, you're lying and there's going to be a problem. But he finally sent $200. I don't think it was $3. I can't remember exactly how many, but it was a few $100s. He was like, yo, I'm going to send the rest. I promise. I'm working on it. Man, long story short, this dragged on for months and months. And I mean, it got to the point where like I was calling his mother every name in the book. I was disrespecting his father. And then his father died and I felt like crap. I'm like, yo, I'm truly sorry. Speaking of his father died, he told me, hey man, my father died. And I was like, yo, it was to the point I didn't believe him. I was like, you gotta be lying. I had to go look up the obituary, saw the obituary, still didn't believe him. I said, yo, it's probably, you made up this name. It can't be real. But it was his dad. I was like, okay, now I feel bad. Hey, yo, I'm sorry your dad died. Then he turned around and said, yo, I know my dad died. I'm sad about that, but I can finally pay you your money because I get life insurance money. At this point, he blew all the money that he got from that deal. He blew everything. I've heard he had a Range Rover, like buying brand new this, brand new that. Meanwhile, I'm out here struggling, living life like a savage. But he's out here just living life like it's the best, and I don't understand. But so he finally said, look, man, I got this money from the life insurance. I'm going to send you some money. I'm like, look, man, you better. He got to the point, I was calling his mother, yo. I know I just said I was talking disrespectful about her, but not to her face, only to him, like saying bad things and stuff. And I do feel bad about that because I shouldn't have done that. But that was my fault for the beginning. I should have had the JV contract. I was kicking myself in the ass like, bro, if you would have only got the JV contract like your gut told you to. But no, you want to be Mr. Nice Guy. And that's the lesson I want you to learn. Don't don't trust people. I don't care how long you've been doing business with them. When it comes to business, relationships do not matter. I did not have a relationship with this guy, obviously, because I just met him, but I felt the vibe, thought things were cool, and look what happened. Everything needs to be in writing. I mean, everything. If this dude tells you he's going to give you a nickel, you better tell him to write it down first. Or her. I'm not trying to discriminate. Y'all can be dirty too. So back to the story. I kept telling this dude, yo, if you do not give me this money, you and I are going to have some problems. I mean, I even threatened lawsuits and all this other crazy stuff. And then come to find out, I call my buyer and I tell him like, yo, bro, do you know what's going on with this? Like, it's insane. Obviously, this was towards the beginning of the whole ordeal. I'm rewinding now, fast forward, rewinding. I'm all over the place, I know. So I called my buyer and I was talking to him about it though. And I was like, yo, bro, do you know what's going on? This dude also took all the security deposits from all the tenants from my buyer. Because when it switched over from the seller to the buyer, they were supposed to give my buyer the security deposits. This dude called the seller and said, hey, I'm gonna play the middleman for you guys. Don't worry, you can just give me everything and I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him. They were silly enough, they were old, I can't blame them, but to write the checks in his name. All the security deposits they put in his name. This dude took it, cashed it, left with it. Went to all the tenants and told them, hey, I'm gonna be handling the properties for now on, so go ahead and pay me this month's rent. They did. Next month, did the same thing. So that's 2 months rent, plus the security deposit, plus the $10,000 that he took from me. This dude made out like a bandit. I think total he walked away with like over $30,000 from the whole deal. Now, both of us, me and my buyer, is furious trying to go after this dude, like, but I will admit, I can't speak for my buyer, putting all this energy into like trying to sue this dude. And after I done cussed his mama out and stuff, man, like I was tired, man. Like I didn't have the energy or the finances to like go after this dude. I know a lot of people are saying, bro, I know you sued him. I did not. I know they said, man, I know you told the police. I did not, because he also sent me fake checks from his bank and we tried to cash in it in bank and it bounced and it put me in the negative in my account. I mean, bro, it was so wild, all the stuff this dude did, like, and it's still going on to this day. He still owes me the money. He still never paid me. He still never rectified things with my buyer. My buyer said he's still going to go after him. I mean, because obviously he still has the rental properties and the tenants are going to want the security deposits, all the other fun stuff. But me, myself, man, I kind of washed my hands with it. I got my sister-in-law involved. She's an attorney. She told me, look, your case is open and shut. I mean, everything that you have evidence. You got this dude admitting he owes you the money, that he stole the money, that he did everything fraudulently. Like, you're going to win. And I still did not pursue it, man. And a lot of people, because I talked to other people and they made a good point. All the energy I'm going to put, that I've already put, into chasing this dude, I could have been putting in and trying to get another deal, trying to secure another bag instead of wasting time chasing him. I need to just chalk it up as a lesson, and that's pretty much where I'm at with it now. I chalked it up as a lesson. Everything needs to be in writing. I don't care if you're doing a deal with your mother, you better get it in writing. Do not trust her. She'll turn on you in a heartbeat. Bro, I mean, she used to lie to you. She told you Santa Claus was real. You can't believe her. No, nothing, no disrespect to your mother. I'm just joking. But like I'm saying, everything needs to be in writing. These people are shiesty, shady individuals, man. So you need to watch your back. Do what you need to do to protect yourself, man. Dang, I just hurt my back. And with that being said, I still go out here and do wild and crazy things where I've been burnt with other crazy stories. But that's for a later time. We would definitely get into those. But I hope you learned something valuable today, man. Make sure you write everything down. Make sure you watch out for people. Make sure you do your due diligence and research on people before you start doing business with them, because everybody's not meant for you to do business with. And I learned that lesson by dealing with this guy, man. I would tell you his name and stuff, but I can't do that after I just slandered him and talked so bad about that lying piece of stuff. So if I did that, he'd probably sue me for slander, and he probably would actually pursue the whole thing and win, because I am slandering him. Well, not slander. Is it slander when you tell the truth? I don't know. I'm not getting technical. That's why I never even sued him, because I don't know nothing about the law. I try to stay away from the court system. Anyways, man, hope you guys have a good day. Especially after that story, I hope it was motivating in some way. Like, yo, if he went through that, I know not to do what he did, because he's an idiot. Until next time, make sure you stay grinding, stay safe, and stay away from these weirdos. Stay prayed up. Put God first. Peace.